Welcome back to Broke Man Finance. My name is Adam. So there seems to be two camps when it comes to Safemoon. In one corner, you have the die-hard bulls that believe that Safemoon is going to go to the moon and make them some money. In the other corner is the complete opposite. This group says that Safemoon is a complete scam and that investors, whoever puts money into this thing, investors are going to get burned. Since my last two videos on Safemoon was on the bullish side, I wanted to make one on why people were calling this crypto a scam, and also I wanted the viewers to be able to have a well-rounded viewpoint on Safemoon so they can make a informed decision on if they were going to invest their money into Safemoon or not. If you're a mature investor, which I'm sure you are, then you're open-minded to hearing all sides before you ever make an informed decision on where to put your money. A mature investor like you has the ability to not let your emotions cloud your judgment. Oftentimes, we want to be right about an investment so bad, we only listen to the side that we want to hear because it makes us feel better about that investment. And when we hear information that doesn't fit into that feel-good box, we get defensive, we disregard the information as fake news, whatever, and we even resort to name-calling. There were some good comments on that last video, and if none of that makes sense to you right now, then by all means, go watch my last one on Safemoon, and that picture will make a lot more sense. So here's my challenge to you. I am going to play devil's advocate in this video, and I'm going to bring up some things that may upset you if you are very emotionally attached to Safemoon. Just take it in, think about it. This is merely to just stimulate thought, and who doesn't like being stimulated? And please remember, I'm not hating on Safemoon, so just save the "you're wrong" comments. In fact, I would appreciate a like for trying to bring you both sides of the coin. I can't stop. I got a problem. And also, please remember to subscribe and make sure to check out the links and the merchandise below. Safemoon really just burst onto the scene last month, and they have done nothing but gain traction. They remain the most searched crypto and now have 1.5 million holders. Although the price has been dipping, they remain extremely popular. However, there are still a lot of people out there that are screaming scam when it comes to Safemoon. One of those is War on Rugs. War on Rugs has been campaigning hard against the token. They have been putting out scam advisories like this one. It reads, the owner owns more than 50% of the liquidity and refuses to fix it. He could pull LP, which the liquidity pool, and sell tokens, creating a rug pull. Likeliness of losing all funds? Absolute. Ouch. What is a rug pull? A rug pull is a malicious maneuver in the cryptocurrency industry where crypto developers abandon a project and run away with investors' funds. Rug pulls usually happen in the decentralized finance or DeFi ecosystem, especially on decentralized exchanges or DEXs, where malicious individuals create a token, list it on a DEX, and then pair it with a leading cryptocurrency like Ethereum. Once a significant amount of unsuspecting investors swap their Ethereum for the listed token, the creators then withdraw everything from the liquidity pool, driving the coin's price to zero. The coin's creators may even create a temporary hype around Telegram, Twitter, and other social media platforms and initially inject a substantial amount of liquidity into the pool to cultivate investor confidence. To ensure you don't fall victim to a rug pull, check the liquidity in a pool. However, this is only the first step. You must also check if there is a lock on the token's pool. Most reputable projects lock pooled liquidity for a certain period of time. That's why it was such a big deal when Safemoon didn't have the locked liquidity, and then all of a sudden it did, after being called out on it. Another major characteristic of a possible rug pull is a coin skyrocketing in price within hours. For example, a rug pull coin can move from 0 to 50 times within 24 hours. This trick is meant to drive FOMO, or fear of missing out, that leads to more people investing in the token. All right, now that we are clear on rug pulls, it should make a little more sense on why people are feeling some type of way about Safemoon and believing it could be a scam. Now let's get back to that. They even claim that when auto liquidity ad is made, the LP tokens doesn't go to the burn address, but to the owner, unlocked. A wallet address that supposedly is associated with the owner is provided by BNB Link. The next day after these were posted, there was an update. The 54% liquidity that was unlocked have been locked on Unicrypt until Thursday, May 1st, 2025. Could be a nice payday in 4 years. But the timing is very suspicious. Get caught out from War on Rugs, which is a popular warner of scams and rug pullers in the crypto space, and then all of a sudden, the tokens get locked. Many users can't understand why there's more holders piling in every day. There was more tokens getting burned every day, but that share price, that price for Safemoon, remains very stagnant and feels very flat. Why isn't that price marching back up? Lark Davis calls it a Ponzi scheme with no real purpose to the coin. Now, what is a Ponzi scheme? A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investing scam promising high rates of return with little risk to investors. It generates returns for earlier investors with money taken from later investors, which sounds very similar to Safemoon and, well, a pyramid scheme, with the earliest investors being the only real winners. Even popular YouTubers like Andre Jick had trouble figuring out exactly what Safemoon's purpose was other than using tokenomics, and that it had no real world practical use. It didn't solve any real world problem. Jig basically thinks Safemoon has been marketed extremely well, and by having 1 quadrillion supply of tokens, it makes everyone feel like they are basically an early investor, because when you spend $100, you receive millions and millions of tokens in return. And like the Ponzi scheme, that early investor are the ones that benefit the most. Now, I want to know in the comments if anyone out there has experienced what I'm getting ready to say, because I'm trying to figure out if it's complete BS or if there's some actual legitimacy to this. There are users out there that are apparently saying that they are losing 50% of their funds when making withdrawals. Obviously, that's a much steeper fee than the 10% as advertised. That would be an astounding amount going to that liquidity pool. Speaking of, there are complaints about the lack of details surrounding the liquidity pool and the details surrounding projects like Project Phoenix. People are wondering if this thing is actually for real, or if this is just something with a cool name with no real substance. And maybe that's why they can't mention it, because they have not put out any details regarding Project Phoenix, and it's leaving a lot of people just feeling a little uneasy. If there were not so many coins in the past that have just burned investors, there would not be this much skepticism. For instance, Chef Nomi, the anonymous creator of the Uniswap fork, decided to cash out his developer share of the sushi token supply and convert everything to Ethereum. This was allegedly done because the developer feels he deserved it after 1 week of hard work. For those who invested in sushi when the token hit $11 and more, it was a clear knife in the back. For Chef Nomi, it resulted in a payday of over 17,000 Ethereum. By today's price, that will be nearly a $50 million gain. There's your motivation to run a scam. $50 million in 1 week is a pretty good payday. As you can see, people have some very deep suspicions on Safemoon. And if any of these things kind of resonated with you or made you a little more suspicious yourself, then make sure you go and you do your own due diligence. And make sure you start your due diligence by watching one or both of my last 2 videos. And if I'm invested in Safemoon now, I would also start reaching out to crypto insurance companies. They do exist and have different purposes, and see if any of them would cover a token, a coin like Safemoon, to try to insure yourself from being rug pulled. But if this thing does fall to being completely worthless, then maybe, and I will talk to your accountant, but maybe you can write it off on your taxes next year as a loss and at least get something out of it. But as always, I hope those tokens keep going to the moon. I hope you stay safe, and I hope everyone out there takes care.